مرحبا بكم في برنامجنا درس الإفادة تحت إشراف الأساتذة محمد مهدي بوشوشة لمين منجنا. مشاهدة طيبة للجميع.
Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Yuar, your English teacher. Welcome to today's lesson about volunteering. So during this session we will learn the meaning of volunteering, the benefits of volunteering, and at the end of the lesson you will be able to write about volunteering. So let's get started. To start with, we are going to look at some pictures of people to find out what they are suffering from. So let's start. This is picture number 1. So as you can see, we have a person who sleeps in the street or in the park. So he doesn't have a home. What do we call this person? He is a homeless. So a homeless person is a person without a home. Now let's look at the next picture. These children look so poor. So they are dressed in rags and the girl looks so hungry. They don't have food, they don't have clothes, they don't have money. They are the needy or the poor. Okay, now let's look at the next picture. So here, as you can see, we have a number of persons who are suffering from different problems. So this woman can't see, she is blind. The girl can't walk, she is crippled. So they suffer from disabilities. We call them the disabled or the people with special needs, like for example, the blind, the deaf, the crippled, etc. Okay, now the next picture, we have a group of persons who look so old. They are the old. We call them also the elderly. So the elderly are old people, old persons. Okay, now the last picture, here we have a child who looks in the hospital. So maybe he's sick or ill with something. Okay, so the person who is sick or ill, who is staying in the hospital, is called a patient. Patients are people who are sick or ill. Okay, now as you can see here, these people suffer from different problems and they have special needs. So let's find out what these persons need. Okay, so let's look here. So what do these people need? We will look at different groups. We start with the homeless and the needy. So what do the homeless and the needy need? Let's find out. They need a shelter. What's a shelter? Let's find. So a shelter is a place that gives people protection from bad weather or protection from expected dangers. Okay, so the homeless need a shelter. The needy, of course, they need money, they need food, and they need clothes. So let's recap. The homeless and the needy need a shelter, they need money, they need food, and they need clothes. Okay, now the next group, we have the disabled. What do the disabled need? Let's find out. They need care. Of course, they can't take care of themselves, so they need someone to help them. They also need support. Sometimes the disabled suffer from different emotional problems and they need people to stand by them, support them, encourage them. The disabled also need some equipment. So what are the equipments? Equipment are the tools needed by the disabled, like some tools here on this picture. Okay? And also the disabled need help. So in their everyday life, they need help, maybe to cross the street or to have a shower or something else. So let's recap. The disabled need care, support, equipment, and help. Okay? Now, let's look at another group. So we have the elderly. What do the elderly need? The elderly need care, of course, someone to take care of them. They also need company, so especially when they live alone. So they need someone to keep them company. Sometimes they need help, and here we mean by help, we mean, for example, helping them doing the shopping, cleaning the house, washing the dishes, or just crossing the street. And the elderly need support. So sometimes the elderly need our support and encouragement. So the elderly need care, company, help, and support. Finally, we have the patients. What do the patients need? The patients need, of course, health care because they are sick or ill. They need health care. They need some medicines. They also need blood in some cases, especially when they are doing the surgery or something. And, of course, they need money to pay for the hospitals or to pay for some medicines or health care, etc. So the patients need health care, medicines, blood, and money. As we can see here, those persons suffer from different problems and need our help. But who can help them? Of course, other citizens can help them. Why? Because we live in a society and it's very important to help each other. So these people can't help themselves and can't survive without our help. So it's our duty to help them. But are we forced to help? Of course, no. So people choose to help each other. This is called volunteering. So what does it mean to volunteer? It is offering help to someone who needs it. So we don't expect money for our time. In fact, we don't expect anything in return at all. So it's our choice. We choose to help and we don't expect anything in return. So how can we help? So we can do many things to help others. For example, we can donate blood and collect medicines to patients in hospital. We can also fundraise money for a charity, an association, or an organization. We can donate money, food, clothes to people who need them. We can also offer gifts for poor children or orphans. We can stand by the disabled and support them physically and emotionally. We can also visit old people and keep them company. And finally, we can plant trees to fight pollution and to protect the environment. Now let's think for a while. I want you now to look at some questions and try to answer them. So have you ever done any voluntary work? Ask yourself. If yes, what did you do? If no, would you like to? Now, why do young people like you usually decide to volunteer? Let's find out. Volunteering is a way of helping others, so it's giving a person's time and ability to help someone who may be in need of help. But what are the benefits? In fact, volunteering can be an incredibly rewarding experience and can provide much valuable assistance to those that need it. For example, it has a huge impact on community. So, to make the community a cleaner and a healthier place, we can volunteer. In addition, it has a great impact on humanity. So, we can set a good example for humans to follow when we volunteer. Also, volunteering makes a difference in the world by making it more beautiful and more connected. So people from all over the world are connected in voluntary work. Now, the most important thing is that volunteering saves people's lives because we help those who can't help themselves. So we have the chance to save their lives. Now, those are the benefits of volunteering on the people who need our help. But what are the benefits of doing voluntary work for the volunteer himself? Well, it's an opportunity to gain experience and skills which are likely to be useful in the future. So when you volunteer, you learn many things. You can have a new experience and you learn a lot of skills that will help you in the future. Okay, in addition, when you volunteer, you can meet new people who can become your best friends. So it's an opportunity to make new relationships. Volunteering is also a way to feel more confident about yourself. You can have lots of fun when you volunteer. In fact, volunteering can be very enjoyable. Finally, volunteering can make you happier and can help you reduce your stress. So if you are bored, if you are stressed, you can volunteer and you will become better and better. Now, you learn many things about volunteering, so you can write about it. So let's look at today's topic. So this is our topic. While surfing your favorite blog, you found the following post. Some people say that volunteering helps the volunteer more than the people they are trying to help. Do you agree or disagree with this? Write an answer for this question. So you are going to give your opinion, to express agreement or disagreement to this post. Now, how can we do that? Of course, we have different steps to follow. Now, how can we do this? We have different steps to follow. Step 1 is generating ideas. Of course, in this example, you will use the vocabulary and the ideas you learned earlier in this lesson. Step 2 is organizing your ideas. So you have to group and order your ideas. Don't forget to write a good introduction and a conclusion. Step 3 is the writing phase. Now, you can write your first draft. Then, it's the proofreading step. So, you will revise your writing and make it better. Finally, it's the publishing step. So, you are now able to create a clean final copy. Don't forget to choose a good title. Now you are able to write a reply for the post that you have seen in the blog. Okay, this is the end of our lesson. Thank you so much. I hope I can be helpful for you and goodbye.
كنت معكم انا التلميذه لينا مقني. ان شاء الله تكون حلقه اليوم نالت اعجابكم وان شاء الله تكون حصلت بالفائده. ما تنساوش باش تعملوا لايك ولا ابوني للشانل نتاعنا. نتلاقاو في الحلقه الجايه.